What's going on, guys? Let's talk about the market absolutely ripping the face off of shorts. Anyone who came in swinging short overnight is getting absolutely destroyed right now. And again, I keep seeing on social media, especially Twitter, people calling for the demise. Why are you trying to short a trending day? Please, guys, if you are following traders, now mind you, some traders make money consistently. They just post outlandish shit. But what I'm trying to tell you is that if we are trending literally not a red downtick on an hour candle since the market has opened, why are we trying to time the top? Why are we trying to look like some superhero on Twitter and try to tell everyone right now is the time to short? Whether we pull back or we don't, please just go with the trend and make money. I was seeing people calling for the short here at around 410. At around 410.32, I was seeing so many people saying they have puts loaded up at 411. You have got your face ripped off for another dollar if you did enter those short positions, looking for that rejection at the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. Again, whatever strategy you're using, maybe your supply and demand was giving you rejection spots. But again, one thing that you do have to kind of keep in mind is that when the market is trending, and if you just look to what the market is doing, the Dow is up 500 points, the Nasdaq is up 337 points, the S&P 500 is up almost 2% and $7 on today's session. Now we are coming into a little bit of supply now at around 412.50. We could see a little bit of a pullback. That does not mean that it's a short, unless you're some hyper aggressive scalper that has a large account that's just looking to get in and get out for 20-30 cents at a time. It's just not worth it. It's currently 11:30 a.m. right now in the morning. If you have not made any money to the long side, now you're looking for the short position, your better bet would probably just be to wait for tomorrow's price action and kind of see exactly what we do. If there is any bit of pullback into rising 1 hour support, then maybe you'll be able to catch those shorts there. I definitely wouldn't try to chase the long here. I definitely wouldn't try to swing overnight or do nothing crazy like that. Just kind of sit back, do some research, watch the kind of charts develop, look at the dailies, look at the weeklies. If we take a look at the S&P 500 right now, the S&P 500 is currently coming into a level of resistance at 412.50. Again, that does not mean to short. Our rising support is down here at around 409. We could be looking at a $2 to $3 pullback. That does not mean that it's a time to the market's going to zero. Again, the market did a fantastic job today. Yesterday, things looked a little shaky, right? So if we kind of look at the daily chart and see exactly exactly what's going on here, we can see that yesterday we pulled back for 2 days into the rising 50 EMA as well as this Bollinger Band, got pretty close to this 50-day moving average on the SPYs, was sitting at 402. Today, not only did we bounce, had a little bit of a slight gap up, reclaimed the 5, 10, and 20-day moving average. That is extremely bullish. We very well could have seen the low of the market for the next foreseeable future, right? Those lows that we had last year in October, November, December, could have been the lows, right? Again, nothing is for certain. Something could definitely rug pull the market. But again, if you're constantly kind of looking for that top to try to short, you can keep getting, kind of blown out. So if we kind of just go here and we look at the start of the year, right? I'm just going to go back in time a little bit, make this chart a little bit smaller. So if we just kind of go back to the beginning of the year here, we started down here at the bottom channel at around 377. We had a very nice run up all the way to the top channel here at 415, followed by a pullback. However, I want you guys to take note of something. This low here was never lost. So this would be considered a higher low followed by the next run up. Now we did have a slight pullback that came back down into the 50-day moving average. However, never lost any of this support here. Again, guys, if you want to learn how I find these supports, join evolutionsTraders.com, become a lifetime member. But we do have 395.34 down here, would have been a rock bottom low here. If we would have lost that, maybe we did potentially have room to kind of come down and put in a new low. That has not happened as of yet, and we have a very aggressive rally here. What I would be looking at is a push over this channel, and to get the exact price of this channel, we would be looking at a price of around 416. I would like to see us get over 418. If we can get over 418, put in a new high on the markets, then confidently we have been putting in a new high for the year. What I would then be looking for here is some type of pullback into this area or this zone, right? I would look for a pullback into this zone. If we can hold this zone, that would be a higher low. I would look to add position to your favorite names or the indexes here, and then look for that push out to kind of continue this run up into the middle back half of 2023. But again, let me take all of this stuff off of my chart. Let's just give us some analysis on where I think the charts can go within the next couple of days. So just looking at the chart here, any confirmation over today's highs, we're looking at around 412. We do have room to push into 413, 414, and then over that, we're looking at 415. Those are my next two price targets, potentially for tomorrow, potentially for early next week. I would expect us to get into that 416 range before we see some sort of resistance. Again, if we're looking to pull back and we're looking to buy those pullbacks, I would look for something closer to around 409. That would be kind of my, loading zone there. If you get into a bounce spot at 409 and we lose that bounce spot, close below 409, like 408, just get out of the trade. Let's wait for it to kind of pull back a little bit more. Again, this could just be a dead cat bounce because of earnings. Meta, Microsoft, Google all had fantastic earnings. The market absolutely exploded. Those ticker symbols, those are definitely what's kind of bringing the market higher right now. But again, until we lose a 50-day moving average, the bulls still have the benefit of the doubt. Please be more long biased than short biased. The only reason I came in, 2 days ago short biased was just due to this red candle here. This kind of broke the bottom of the range here. We lost this 20-day moving average. It's been quite some time since we've traded below the 20-day moving average, going back a month, right? So as soon as we lost that, I thought to myself, well, if technical analysis, has proven me right time and time again, stocks generally trade from supply to supply and demand to demand. Being that we lost this level of demand, the next area of demand was the 403s. We in fact did come down to 403s. If we would have closed below 403, then I would have said 402.25 would have been the next stop. Now that we've reclaimed this level of supply, the next area of supply is sitting up here at around 415, 416. That's where I'm expecting the market to go. Again, be long biased a little bit on that, just a little bit more. Unless you're a hyper aggressive scalper where you're looking to, short big pops and take 20, 30 cents down, make sure you're kind of just going with the flow, especially on a day like today when we're up almost 350 points on the NASDAQ and, 2% on the SPY, and we're up 500 points on the Dow. Again, this is what I like to see when the whole market is moving. We even have the IWM up a couple of points here. If I could look at the IWM, which is the small caps are also up 1 percentage point too here. They've been holding this floor for quite some time. I would look at the IWM trading at around 175 very, very quickly. 176 would kind of break that short-term trend here off the floor. Again, those would be the two price targets. But when all the markets move together, the Dow, the SPY, the NASDAQ, as well as the IWM, that is extremely bullish. Nobody should be calling for the top right now. Nobody should be trying to short this market right now, unless you're just a hyper scalper where you're looking to take those small moves into support, clean it up, bounce it, take those small moves into support, clean it up, bounce it. Again, with that being said, guys, if you want to learn how I trade and get access to the community with the watch list, the one-on-one mentorship, the 2 video course guides, make sure to join evolutiontraders.com. All of those links are down in the description box below. Good luck on your trading. I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend. If you guys are not trading tomorrow because you guys made a lot of money today, right? Which is not a bad thing. If you guys made a lot of money today, consider taking tomorrow off. Have a nice 3-day weekend. I will see you guys all next week. Until next time, my name is D. Anthony with evolutiontraders.com, and I will catch you guys all next time.